Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.
And it is a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. Welcome into the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine, and I tell you, I've got some sunshiny news to share with you today. First of all, let me say thank you to Pensacola and surrounding areas. Yesterday was our 15th year of serving the Feast of Love there at the Fricker Center, and the outpouring of love was just absolutely amazing. I cannot say how appreciative I am, because you know my philosophy. I believe, here I go again, if we put all of our resources together, there's nothing that we can't do. We can change anything. And that's why today my guest is in with me. He was there as well. We're talking about Sheriff Chip Simmons. He's in today with Escambia County. I want to talk about, because you know we are rapidly approaching the holiday season, and you see so many things now in the country, how it's happening with the scamming and what we need to practice for our safety, because we're going to do a lot of things with our family, going shopping. And who can tell us better than the man who owns the streets right here in Pensacola?
Good morning, Sunshine. How are you?
Good morning, Chip. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, glad to have you, because I said, look, I got to find it. When I was telling Ron, I said, no, I got to have him, because the holiday, Black Friday is all coming up. We got to be careful.
Well, it's all about awareness and education, right?
Exactly.
Because some people they're into the holiday spirit, and they want to give, and they want to give, and they want to give. And then sometimes they can get taken advantage of.
Exactly.
You know, so to me, there's two things there. One is that awareness, safety when you're shopping, when you have your gifts at home. But second, you got to be aware of scams.
Oh my God. As I was saying, this thing was coming up on my phone. At first, it scared me.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to pay this ticket. You got a ticket. You got a ticket. And it's going to be, if you don't do it, you're going to jail. I said, I don't have a ticket. But those kind of things people would fall for, because they want you to pay it right then.
Well, the first thing we tell people is if it doesn't sound right, it's probably not.
Exactly.
You know, there used to be this scam where you were like the heir of a multi-million-dollar fortune, and they're like, really, they get excited and they realize, wait, this doesn't sound right. It's probably not.
That's right.
And so these scams, and it's important for us. I just mentioned education. It's important for us to let people know we're not going to ask you for money we're not going to ask you for Bitcoin.
That's
we're
right.
not asking for any of that stuff. But that's the scam. They'll use someone's name. They'll use my name. An employee at the sheriff's office, they'll use your name. So, but you know what? I know that name, and this may be right, or I know that I did get a loan, a loan type thing, and that information might be right. So, what I'm telling you, what I'm asking people is to be aware that these things are scams. We're not going to ask for anything. You won't have to keep you online like they do. Don't get off the phone.
That's right.
And come to the sheriff's office, and they'll stop you before you get to the sheriff's office. We're not going to do that.
Why did you mention something about Bitcoin? I've heard so much about that. What is that?
Electronic currency. It's really like an exchange. It's based upon I guess it's money, but it's in a digital form. And what they do is it's almost untraceable, really. So what they'll do is they'll say, hey, Sunshine, you owe us $1,000 or because you missed court.
Right.
And you're like, I don't think I missed court, or jury duty.
Right.
I don't think I missed jury duty, but it's possible. We're moving around so fast, I might have missed the mail. And what they'll do is they'll say, I want you to go by this ATM and put in $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. And once you hit that button, it's in the ethos, and it's difficult to get that money back.
I hear so much about that, because as a matter of fact, there was a friend of mine from Alabama was saying that, no, why did you really need to get this? But I was smart enough not to fall for it.
Well, buying Bitcoin itself is not illegal. It's not a scam. It's the use of Bitcoin by the bad guys, so that they can't get once you get that money, it's gone. If the old scammers used to be, hey, write me a check for something. I'll repave your driveway. And run you for $1,000, so you get a check, and then you can stop payment on that check or something, or it used to be able to. Nowadays, it's not like that. Almost everything is streaming. Everything is digital now, and so and certainly with Bitcoin, it's difficult to get your money back.
I got you.
And I have heard heartbreaking story after heartbreaking story of people that have lost tens of thousands of dollars. One person lost a couple $100,000. Their entire retirement portfolio has been drained because of this, because they convinced them. One person I know has been scammed twice. They got scammed the first time, and then the scammers called them back and said, hey, we understand you got scammed. We can protect your money.
Oh my goodness.
Put it in this account. And they did it. And that's just, it's difficult because, and again, as we talked about, this is the holiday season, and people want to give. People want to supply a meal for someone that might not be able to do it. So if you call up and say, hey, we're buying turkeys for 1,000 people, they want to give money. And you can be vulnerable with that in that regard.
That's amazing. And you know something else I see, and I want all of our viewers, some of our, just like at home today, because we got some people that's at home, that they get these scams for older people that are not aware of how to handle these things on the phone.
Right.
Like what you said a moment ago, we're going to take care of this because we heard about that. But there was a person that I saw that was in Mobile, as a matter of fact. She lost everything she had, all the money that she had. So we just have to be aware, ladies and gentlemen, of the things that are out there to try to take away, because this whole world is not the world we thought it was once upon a time. But the fact that
and it's not going to be tomorrow.
Exactly.
Remember, with all the artificial intelligence that we have
God.
going on, they can duplicate a person's voice. So what they do is they call loved ones and they'll say, hey, this is whoever from some jail, and I've got your grandson here, and they'll duplicate the voice, and then we need bond money. You need to send us bond money, $1,000, $500, and people fall for that, and it's just it's heartbreaking to hear these stories.
Well, now I hear sometimes when you get these people on the phone, this is what I'm aware of, because it has happened to me several times. Do not say very much or ask them to say that you agree on something, because they are recording this, and that if there's a scam, then they can get you saying that I agree to what they're talking about.
If you think it's a scam, just tell them you're gonna hang up now. And you're gonna call the sheriff's office. You're gonna hang up and call someone else. Do not listen to their threats. That's not how we do business. That's
right.
Not how any. I've been in law enforcement for 41 years now.
Oh my God!
And we've never dealt with people in that manner. We don't ask for money. We're not debt collectors. We're not doing any of that stuff. So, but it's not just law enforcement. It's a number of different things. Some people pretend to be lawyers and they got a lawsuit. There's a pending lawsuit. If I know you had a contract with someone in the past, I'll call you up and say there's a generalized lawsuit that we're going to have against this person. If you sign up, then you can also be entitled to this universal lawsuit that we got going on. And just again, if it's too good to be true, everything like that. Yeah. It could be anything, blab, or it could be anything that they use, and people are, you know what, I can get money. All I have to do is provide you my number, my name and my phone number, or my name and my address, or my, in worst case, social security number.
Oh God, don't give that
and
up.
people give that away.
Absolutely. Chip, with people now that, like it's coming up on Friday, it's going to kick off this heavy shopping season. Even for people who are at home going to be doing stuff online, for people getting in their cars, how to be safe out in the streets. Let's talk about that.
Well, we tell them, I talked a second ago about education. Education is also about shopping. It's about your personal safety. It's about your surroundings. Be aware. Be situationally aware. And you know what, this is going to sound kind of weird, but put yourself in a position of a bad guy. Where are my vulnerabilities? Is it going from my house to my car? Is my neighborhood properly lit? Is it going from my car to the gas station? When I'm pumping my gas in my car, is my wallet or my purse on the seat still? Do I still have it in my hand?
Right.
Are there people around me that's surrounding me? Is there something I should be aware of? That's what we call situational awareness. Be aware of your surroundings and understand, again, where your vulnerabilities are. And if you do pay attention to what's going on, if you see something suspicious, not just on your house, don't just worry about yourself. Worry about someone else.
Exactly.
Call us. Give us a call. Say, that's a suspicious looking home right there. Now, we've got what we call a real-time crime center. So we have a system where you can integrate your home security cameras. You can let us know you have them. We can't see through them. We can't reach in and look at your security cameras. But what we can do is we can isolate a location, and then we can ask if you've seen something suspicious, and then we can gather all that information, and then hopefully we can get to the bottom of what may have taken place. So security cameras, obviously a good idea.
Right.
Understand what your neighbor's schedule is, and then have a place, remind them, hey, you might want to put your packages, ask them to put it to the left of the column or to the right of the column, not right out there on Front Street so everyone can see it.
Well, I saw this, as you see, this is how I keep up with the news. I'm always watching and doing something to keep up with. What they call it was a person that rides through the community and takes all of the packages off, but the guy that's sitting out that pops up with a color.
Yeah. They call these porch pirates. They steal stuff, right? They steal stuff from an individual's porch. Sometimes they'll follow a UPS or a FedEx truck, and then they'll give it a second, and then they'll go up there and steal a package. and they don't know what it is. It could be a stuffed teddy bear, but it could be something valuable.
Yeah.
And so they do that. So there's been this big thing on YouTube that
Yeah, I saw
people
that.
will, I guess, booby trap their packages, and everyone loves to see a thief get blue powder or pink
Exactly.
powder, whatever it is.
Pink,
Everyone
blue, all
wants to
that.
see that sort of thing. So, I'm not sure if I want to recommend people doing that. I think
love
that
it.
you can also get your package delivered to your place of employment. If you're working, you can
Right.
get them, to like deliver it here.
Exactly.
It's less likely to be picked up from
I
porch
just thought
fire.
that was so funny because I did see that online when they were wondering by the time they get to the car, it was another color. But that's something to think about. When it comes to what advice that you would have for people late night, like you know how shifts are, and there are certain places that be open a little bit later.
Right.
Now during the holidays, there are extended hours.
Right.
And I want to get this so ingrained in their thought process that you'll become say, well, Sunshine, this year was so none of this going on. And I think that's why it may sound repetition on some of the things that I'm asking. But the fact of it is, I think when we hear things over and over, and this is where you can find it. When you want what's happening in and around your community, you don't go anywhere else because this is where you'll find it. We get the top-notch people to tell you what's going on, just like the sheriff himself, Mr. Chip Simmons. And no, but this is it. And I say that because with the crime that goes on, I follow you and I've listened to your videos, and I love the fact that one that you do now, there's a live video you put on social media.
Right.
I love that.
Well, we're all about transparency. We want
Right.
people to know what their tax dollars are going to,
Exactly.
and what we're doing. But we also want them to know, to your point, what's going on. What are we seeing? Have we
Right.
had an influx in people that are trying to put scams out there? Are we talking about drugs and guns? Are we talking about car burglaries where people leave guns in their cars and they'll get stolen? So we just want people to be aware.
I love it.
And I think all of our advice is going to be, if you're aware of what could happen, whether it's a vulnerability or you put yourself in a situation where you might want to try to get out of really quickly. I think that goes a long way towards not being a victim of a crime. You talked about a night shift or someone
Right.
that might, the only time they might be able to go grocery shopping is when they get home
Right.
at night at 9 o'clock at night.
Right.
But think about that. Imagine again, put yourself in a place of a bad guy or a burglar. Are you going to rob someone at 10 o'clock in the morning, or are you going to rob someone at 10 o'clock at night? Probably at night.
Exactly.
Because you got the cover of darkness that could help you out.
Right.
We talked a little bit about lighting. I do think it's safer if you can to shop during the daylight hours.
I agree.
But it gets dark soon now, right? It gets dark at
5:30
5
it's
o'clock.
dark.
It seems like it starts to
Right.
get dark. So that's not always the case, and so you have to look for places that are well lit and have secure lights at your own home. And we talk about neighborhoods and having street lights out there as well. I think again, the more we can get the information out, the less likely we are to be victims of a crime.
I mean, I agree with this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about things that we should all be aware of, and I believe in keeping things top of mind. We are going to continue to talk about this. If you would like to talk to the sheriff himself, please feel free, 850-432-7768. That's the number you can call to be in touch with him yourself. And we're going to continue to talk about that because these are things that we need top of mind. If we don't keep it top of mind, sometimes we tend to get in this fast pace that we're going through with life as it is, and kids are at home, at school. But the kids too, I want to say that, because kids, with the lights and the things that are changing, the time of the day, we're going back to that time where at 5 o'clock it's dark. Parents should be more aware. And I'll say this because I yell at my kids over at the Fricker Center. They're out. The parents should be more aware. Don't let them be outside. I found out, I didn't know that Escambia County that we deal with trafficking here in Pensacola. I didn't. I've had a person on talking about that. The things that how we got to be prepared for our children. Safety.
Well, we talk a lot about this during Halloween because kids
Yes.
are so excited on the night of Halloween. They're dressing up in a costume and they're going from house to house and they got candy. They got other things on their mind. First of all, kids sometimes lose focus of
Exactly.
safety anyway. But
Exactly.
when you're talking about Christmas, you're talking about trees, and you're talking about not just outside, but you also have, people, they could climb a tree, they can get hurt. They've got wires, they've got lights, they got electricity, they got a lot of things that can harm a child. And I think that's sometimes, again, we get caught up in this, everything from from again electrocution on a plug, on a light, to getting cut from the bulbs themselves. Although they're mostly plastic now, there are some glass ornaments that people put out there, and some glass pumpkins that people put out. You can get harmed. You can watch your pets. Don't let them eat too much sugar. It can really be harmful to a pet.
Really?
When they eat chocolate, specifically chocolate, can harm a pet.
I
And if
didn't
you
know
drop
that.
some chocolate that you're making chocolate bars or whatever you might make, or a pie, then an animal could get injured on that. But also burns. I mean, you got ovens that are open. You've got a number of things that could harm.
So many things to be aware of.
They could harm an individual, and those are things that, again, let's be aware. Let's think of what could potentially happen wrong. I don't want you to dwell on it. I'm not saying you should dwell on the bad things. What I'm saying is take care and take precautions and use caution.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having a great conversation today on things that we need to be aware of. It's all about safety. It's all about things that you need to be aware of. We're going to continue to talk with Sheriff Chip Simmons right here on Sunshine's Corner. We'll be back with more.
Do you want to meet a family with a transgender kid? Here we are. We love our kids unconditionally, and we will never stop fighting for them. Stand with us. Protect our families.
Join me, Quint Studer, for Conversations with Quint, as you learn all about kindergarten readiness and what we have to do to get better, with Katie Ballard and Stephanie Montgomery.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason, and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
At FPL, we plan for storm season all year long. We're strengthening poles to better withstand severe weather. We're clearing lines to improve resiliency, and we're constantly training teams to act at a moment's notice. Because we're always working, always preparing. So when storms do hit, you can count on us. FPL, working for you every single day.
Pensacola, Wagwan mean? What's up in Jamaica? My name is Nash, CEO of Good Vibes Jamaican Grill. Once you see me, you already know this is where the flavor, the vibes, everything is at. Right here at 7999 Pensacola Boulevard. If you want oxtail, curry goat, jerk chicken, and so much more, just come right here at Good Vibes. Just come on down and just come enjoy yourself. If you haven't been, you're missing out. And if you're coming, bring your friend, tag a friend,
Join me and Chad Henderson at Conversations with Quint. Chad is the CEO of Catalyst, and he's going to talk about all the great work they're doing in Pensacola, including a new hotel and the plans for OLF 8. Join me with Chad Henderson.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome into Sunshine's Corner. And today we are out in the community. We are here during our annual Feast of Thanksgiving. And this year we gave it a bigger name. The Feast of Love and Hope, right here at the Fricker Center. This is what I love doing.
Right. Absolutely.
This is what gives my goat.
Yeah.
I give my last cent
Right.
for these people.
You sure it is.
I'm just saying, that's me. And when it's coming together like this, look at all the donations that came in this morning.
Wow. I can only imagine.
But I mean, it's just that. So these people will know that they're loved.
Right.
And when I see them, I tell them, I say, hey, look guys, that's my man.
Yeah, he's my man too. You see.
But this is what I love.
Right. Absolutely. Thank you for doing this.
This is what I love.
Thank you. Thank you, Bill.
I'm working on something after Christmas.
Okay.
All right, I'll let you know. I got you. We want everybody to know that eating is being served with a great gratitude that we're able to do this. It is free. This is our 16th year. And to God be all the glory. I'm just grateful. Look, every day when you want to know what's going on in and around your community, there is no second guess to answer that question. You should tune in at 9 o'clock on WPAN-TV, BLAB-TV, and you've got Sonshine, who will give you those difficult conversations when I make it easy for you to share with me. This is how we come up with a conclusion. If we never talk about it, we never get anything. So that's what Sonshine Corner does. We go to every corner in this city. But what the ultimate goal is to bring them together. Because I believe if we come together, there is nothing that we can't do. And as you can see, that's what's happening right here today. Now I gotta go serve, but this is what I do. I'm a server.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. Of course, that was just a clip yesterday. You see how Chip was in there just taking care of business?
I'm glad you didn't see me eat. I wasn't able to eat. I had to get in and out. But
I know, but
one thing I wanted to make sure we did is to swing by there and to say hello.
I appreciate that so much.
To show our support for what you do and what all the people do.
Yes.
I didn't have time to eat, but as I'm walking up there, I'm thinking all of the food and the gravy and the desserts. I'm like, I could eat a little bit. I didn't. But the one thing you did see there, and I think is really great, is the age difference in all the people that were there.
That?
There were kids, there were people that were older. There
Yes.
was just a mixed bag of people that were just enjoying themselves.
Exactly.
And that's what holidays are all about.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And they were so appreciative of what they were receiving, the hard work that went into that.
Right.
And I appreciate that when you say that. But you've never turned me down whenever I called you. You've never turned me down. Gonna run you down so you can find you out for me, okay? Somebody want to say something to you, Chip. Let's see. Let's make it work. Good morning.
Good morning, Sonshine.
Good morning,
Sheriff.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm blessed and dealing with the rest. Sonshine, I want to thank you for what you did at the Fricker Center yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And Sheriff, I want to thank you for your 41 years of public service.
Thank you.
And I want to say congratulations on the major drug bust.
Oh, God,
Because with all the fentanyl that you all got and the weapons, there is no doubt that lives have been saved here in Pensacola and our surrounding areas.
Mm-hmm.
So we collectively now are praying for you and your troops. And Sonshine,
Yes.
I got two acronyms for hope and love.
Come on, give me that. I love, let me tell you, he comes on with me an acronym every day, and I love him.
Okay, hope, H-O-P-E. That's helping other people everywhere. And when you do that, you can't do it without love. And love is leaving others victoriously empowered.
Oh,
so that's what you did at the Fricker Center.
Oh.
You were helping other people everywhere and leaving others victoriously empowered because they saw what love and community collectively can do to make it better.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kingdom Walker.
God bless both of y'all.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
I thank you. I mean, but it's about, I believe this also, Chip. I want to talk about the drug bust. When I saw that was a great thing. I believe in working together. I believe in coming to the table, let's talk about things. Because of the fact that I think if we talk about it, if we come together, my idea, your idea, we can come up with a greater solution. Even with the things in the community, there were so many different entities yesterday that was working with me, but it took that to have it to be as successful as it was, because the whole point of it is to show love to somebody else. To show from the heart that we care. You came by because you care. You came by because this is a community that you serve. And you are protecting this community by all that fentanyl and stuff that you got the other day. I never thought that people sell that stuff like that.
Oh, I'm so proud of the work that our law enforcement officers, and in conjunction with other agencies, obviously.
Of course.
As you know, I spent much of my career at the Pensacola Police Department and retired from there, and then went to work at the Sheriff's Office and after the county. And I think that to collaborate means everyone can go in the same direction, and we can get all the bad guys, or as many as we can at least.
Exactly.
But the same thing that you're talking about, everyone wants to help, but we all got to go in the same direction. There's no reason for us to get everyone to just, if there was 10 people or 10 entities all doing their own thing, then it wouldn't have been as successful as what you had yesterday.
Exactly.
You had partners, you had people coming together. You had me coming in there just to show my support.
Exactly.
And I didn't really do anything, but I just wanted to make sure that you knew that I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you.
And that's what makes us a great community, and that's why I've stayed here, and that's why I've worked here to the callers
41 years.
comment 41 years. Yeah, I'm old. That's what that means. Is
Oh,
I
come
am
on.
old. And it also means I started early. Right?
There you go. That's what I was
going to
say.
Young. I started so young, my mother had to buy the bullets for the gun I was carrying. That's because I wasn't quite 21 when I first started in law enforcement. So again, love my community. I love it. It's not just during the holidays.
I know.
Too, right? It's not. I mean, you and I, we talk a lot,
course.
and we're out in different events together. Easter egg hunts
God,
and
yes.
all a bunch of different things, not just during November,
That's
not
right,
just
it's all
during
the
December,
time.
because kids are hungry throughout the year. Families are struggling throughout the year, and I think that it helps when you tell people that you see them, you notice them, you see that they're struggling, and let's see what we can do to help.
Did you see how people are gravitating to you?
It's maybe the uniform.
He said,
It's maybe the uniform. I don't know what it is.
No, it's not. They were calling your name. I mean, but if you could see that little clip that we shared, I say that to say, if you weren't doing something that was pleasing to them, do you think they gravitate to you? No. People go to what they love. People go to what they appreciate. You thought Michael Jackson, they walked in because I want to get a picture. Can I get a picture? I mean, but I'm just being real.
Right.
But that says something about what you've done for this community, and they know this. Somebody else on the phone want to say something to you, Chip. Let's see. Good morning.
Good morning, Sunshine. This is Ardelia.
Good morning, Ardelia.
Good morning, Sheriff Simmons.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to share this with you. Years ago, when I was a nurse working overnight on call, I would get calls to go out to patients' homes, and if ever I thought it was in like a dangerous area, I would call the non-emergency number at the sheriff's department and let them know that I was going to be in the area, and then send somebody around just to watch over me. And they would always do that, and I would just call and say I was safe and I was leaving or whatever. And I thought that was a very, people wouldn't know how I could work at night.
Right.
With all the foolishness going on. But I was felt safe because I always saw the car in the area. It was like a dangerous area, a trailer park or somewhere I'd never been before. But I always felt safe knowing that the deputy was around and would come to my rescue if I needed that.
Absolutely.
And also, I went out of the country a few years ago, and I called and I asked them to do like a safety check on my house, just to drive by and look around, and they did that too.
Really?
So the sheriff department does do a lot of good stuff for the community. I know they did for me. So I just wanted to let you know that you are doing a good job, and that your deputies are too.
Oh, well, thank you, Ardelia.
Thank you so much. I love the comment "watching over." I think that's kind of what we do, and I try to tell my deputies that. It's our core values: it's courtesy, integrity, and it's professionalism. That people in our community rely on us to do that for them.
Right.
Not just when they call 911, but also to watch after them before something bad happens. And I think that's very important. I think that you build relationships. People ask me, how'd you get prepared to be the sheriff? Every day. You talk to someone every day, and you're honest with someone every day. And if you can, make them smile and laugh every day.
Right.
Those are some of the key points that we talk about with
I
our
agree.
people.
Ardelia, you are the greatest. Thank you, love.
Hey, one more thing. when I walk down Island Road and I see them passing by, I always wave, and they always wave back.
See what I'm talking about? Thank you,
They better
Ardelia.
wave back. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I mean, but you see, did you hear the joy in her voice just to talk about that?
Well, and that's what we, I tell people a lot of times, our moments are their memories.
Exactly.
We may just take a moment here and a moment there, but these are things that can last.
Exactly.
People remember their first interaction. Hopefully it's a good one. Sometimes it's not a good one with law enforcement. But people, not just law enforcement, you remember our first interaction. You remember this interaction or that interaction. You and I can probably go back and remember this event and that event.
Been out there a while.
And these are memories that make you smile.
Exactly.
That put a smile on your face and make you know you're in the right place.
Most certainly. Chip, when it comes down to things like this, I'm going to apologize on TV. I've got to apologize to Sheriff Simmons. I did it yesterday, and I'm going to do it again today. I've got to stop calling him Chip. I mean, I apologize.
I'll tell you this. Nothing warms my heart more than people that feel like comfortable enough and related enough that they can call me by my first name. I'm not the one that has to be called sheriff. I didn't have to be called police chief. You call me Chip, that means that we have a connection. We have something there. We have a knowledge of each other, a friendship, if you will. I think that's very important. And
thank you.
Please never apologize for that. I think that is that again. That's in a position in a country we live in now. You can call someone by their first name and you can get a smile out of them. I think that's a good thing.
Well, I get a smile every time I call your name, Sheriff
Thank
Simmons.
you. Thank you.
Well, we got another call. Good morning.
Good morning, Sonshine. Good morning, Sheriff Simmons. How you doing?
Good morning. Good to hear from you.
You know that voice.
I know that voice. I saw him yesterday.
Look, you talk about, sometimes I'm listening to you, I was like, I call him Chip too, and I was like, I just feel like we've been friends for so long that I feel like we have that relationship that we can call each other by that name.
When we have 100 pictures together, you can call me by the first name.
You got that right. He's got 200 pictures.
Yes. But you know what, Chip, I wanted to ask you, what is going on right now in our area and the surrounding areas now that they're finding all of these like child predators? What are they doing and stuff like that? What is going on that now is like, now that it's the sheriff department is finding all of these people?
Yeah, I think that, I was asked this question yesterday as well, and I think that it's never been easier if you have evil in your heart to be a predator. And, because the internet, and you can you have a conversation with people, you can pretend to be someone else, you can do a number of different things, but also our efforts to combat that are getting better. We've never been more capable than we are today, right?
Absolutely.
We're involved in a number of, we talked about collaborations. We're talking collaboration with FBI and with our local and state partners that we can get these people and then we can pretend like we're a child and we can arrest them for saying things, doing things, or making plans to do something evil. And I think that's why you're hearing about them now, because again, I think we have more of them.
God, yes.
Because they're the internet and social media and all of these secret chat rooms and different things like that allow child predators to be child predators, and they take it to a new level. And that's why we're doubling our efforts to make sure that we protect the children.
Most certainly.
And some of the stories that we're hearing, I heard one out of Pinellas County that I'm not even going to mention how it happened here, but it was just shockingly horrible.
I can imagine.
And to think that people aren't doing this to their own children,
right? And
then to other children, and it's just I can't believe people have that much evil in their heart. I just can't believe it.
I can't believe it. I mean, when I hear that, I cringe. But oh my God! So we got the phones just going. They tell me the phone just going crazy. Eric, thank you for your question, and I appreciate you with a perfect kind of love.
You're welcome. I love y'all both, and I keep y'all in my prayers, and I thank y'all so much for everything that y'all do.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to run the commercial. For those that are on the line, don't hang up. We'll be right back and get more on Sunshine's Corner.
Being a cowboy, I don't know anything different from when I was 3 or 4 years old. I did tough things. I thought everybody needed to do tough things, and if you didn't, I didn't have time for it. I had a very successful career at a very young age, and life was fast. I was preparing physically. I wasn't doing anything mentally on the inside. And then I got hurt. I wanted to be better as a person, and I really dug into mental health. I start my day with 20-minute workouts. I live life 8 seconds at a time. Horses are so therapeutic. They know what you're feeling. When you're nervous, they're nervous. You won't say it back, but we're pals. I take a lot of responsibility in taking care of my kids, my family, and being there for them. You're gonna have tough days. Everybody does. Find a place to stop and just breathe. Love your mind.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if auto owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Sonia Bay's Botanicals is a local wellness boutique that specializes in infused fruit juices, medicinal herbal tea remedies, clean hair and body care, and herbal infused sea moss gels, which can be purchased 1 for $25 or 2 for $40. This sea moss contains 92 of the body's 102 essential minerals used to increase energy, relieve pain and inflammation, and improve blood pressure and more. From parasite cleanse to detox and weight loss to blood sugar control, Sonia Bay's Botanicals has a natural solution for you.
Bam, bam, bam.
Bam! I'm back. Blab TV, brand new episodes.
The Emerald Coast Utilities Authority's state-of-the-art materials recycling facility processes recyclables for communities throughout the region, lowering need for more landfills. This highly efficient recycling service accepts glass, paper, cardboard, plastics, aluminum, and more. But we need your help. Please make sure your recyclables are clean of garbage, food, and liquids. Also, please remember that plastic shopping bags, foam products, or yard waste are not recyclable. To learn more, go to livegreenecua.com.
Went pretty good last night.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner. We are talking with Sheriff Chip Simmons, and we are discussing things in the community. We got another call, and if you want to be a part of the conversation, because we're finding out things, and we're giving him his flowers. And I mean, and Ardelia, hi. I gave her that wave back. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Good morning. Well, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Sunshine.
Good morning.
It was such a blessing to be a part of that feeding of people yesterday. And also, good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning, Elsa. How you doing?
You got his voice.
The Sheriff, because I was out delivering dinners, and I can tell you this: nobody cared what title anybody had. You had people from all walks of life as volunteers, and what you did for children yesterday, you would never know the blessing that you've done for the community of Pensacola yesterday. And I just want to thank you. I was glad to be a part of it.
Thank you so much, Ellison. I appreciate you from the heart.
Have a blessed day, Sheriff. You and your family have a blessed Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too.
All
Take
right.
care, buddy.
Bye-bye. I tell you, you got that voice. Now, see, you need to come in. You got the voices already. You already know who's on the phone.
Well, again, you've been around long enough. You know people that do their best, that always show up.
Always.
Ellison's one.
He's
Always
one
showing up. Always want to help. As you said, delivering. I didn't see him because he was delivering. I didn't even know you had delivery service.
Yes.
Had I known that, could have sent some stuff over my way.
You sure could. We had delivery. We had a section in the back that was doing the delivery plates to take them out.
I even walked by there and talked to them for a second.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
But yes, we did, and it came together. Last 2 nights I didn't sleep, but it came together, and I said thank God. But it was all about. It's like he said. It was not about it's us trying to do something. And with the children, I will walk them out for those kids. I could just say one at a time. If I could do one at a time, I'd be okay. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we had, I got to mention, we had our movie night in Navy Point on Friday, and talking about the kids, and it was just a great experience for us. We showed, I think it was Secret Life of Pets. Ronnie's over there, he'll probably know. He's familiar with all those movies. But there's kids coming up to us all the time and says, hey, can we do this and that together? Can we throw the ball together and different things? And to your point, you do anything for those kids, and that's what it's about. It's about that next generation. We can't risk losing one generation or 2 generations of kids. We have to look after our own future.
Most certainly.
And we have to do our part, because our parents and grandparents and our families looked after us.
Exactly. And then that like it was like when we were coming up. It's a little different there now.
It's a little different, but why does it have to be different in all aspects?
I agree 100%. I wish it wasn't that way.
Well, it's like we jokingly call it Americana. It's what we used to be back in the day. It's, you know, when you can run out in the street and play. You don't have to be in a room somewhere playing a video game. You can talk to somebody one-to-one. You can see the expression on their face, and you can talk to them, and you can give them a hug if they need a hug.
I agree.
Those are
we got a
things
text
that we used
message.
to- A text message?
Yeah, no, it comes. I got it back in the back. What is the difference between the police department and the sheriff department?
Well, there's a lot of similarities, obviously, and as we mentioned, my history, I started at the sheriff's office for 2 years, went to the police department for 29 years, and now I'm at the sheriff's office. So there are levels of layers of law enforcement, really. The city of Pensacola is an incorporated municipality, so it's the city of Pensacola, which is about 55,000 people, and they have their own police force. Escambia County is much larger, it's 335,000. So the police department runs law enforcement activities in the city of Pensacola. The sheriff's office typically runs them outside in the unincorporated areas, the majority of the county. Now we do have jurisdiction throughout the city of Pensacola as well. The city residents vote for the sheriff, so I was elected in the city of Pensacola and in Escambia County to be the sheriff. So there is a jurisdictional boundary is really what it is. City of Pensacola police officer has jurisdiction within the city limits. Escambia County Sheriff's deputies have jurisdiction throughout the entire county. Florida Highway Patrol have jurisdiction throughout the entire state, although they're all, and so are ours, but we're all designated to patrol a certain area.
Did you hear all that, guys? Did you get that?
That's a lot, right? That's a lot. Like the city's in the county and the county's in the state. That's pretty much
you got
how
it?
it works. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure they got it.
But we're all state certified law enforcement officers with full arrest powers. It's just the matter of this jurisdiction. You have jurisdiction. You're sworn in. When I was police chief, I'd swear in our police officers to work within the city limits of the city of Pensacola, not in Escambia County. I swear in deputies to work throughout the county, whether it's the county or the city, anywhere in Escambia County.
Okay. Did you get it? I'm talking to that text, okay? But the fact of it is, that's a lot. Whew. Talk about the Blazer Academy.
Oh, now you're talking. Now you're speaking my language. So, mentorship is really, to me, where it's at, and spending time with our youth is where it is. So, I used to coach a lot of football. You know, Lumen and I used to coach opposite each other for years and years and years. And throughout my coaching career, I felt like, you know what, I have time to talk to these kids about more than baseball or football.
Absolutely.
But about life, about what's going to go on with dating violence and different things. And when I became sheriff, I'm like, you know, why can't I duplicate that at the sheriff's office? Why can't I have a unique mentorship program at the sheriff's office so that we can give them our unique perspectives? And so that's why we started. We started the Blazer Academy. We call it the Blazer Academy because it's tiered. So the first week we do certain things, and second week we build upon the first week, and third week's built upon the second week. And then ultimately what we'll provide them with is a blazer and a tie and a pair of pants and a shirt and shoes, so that by the time they leave there, they'll be able to conquer the world. They'll be able to go to it. In fact, we've gotten texts from former Blazer Academy graduates that says, hey, I wore my blazer to a job interview. I wore my blazer to an interview at school, or an opportunity that we had in a family event. And that too warms your heart. Because I'm telling you, we've had I think 6 male classes, and we've had 4 female classes at the Blazer Academy, and we're going strong. We just opened up the next Blazer Academy, for the male Blazer Academy, which will start in February, and it filled up within just a couple of days.
I saw that.
Yeah, we had to take it down. Sorry, because we can only do so much. We want to make sure that we provide each individual, each kid, with enough attention.
Exactly.
And the instructors are all from the sheriff's office. We do have some guest instructors in there to tell some cautionary tales if need be, but for the most part, the instructors are from the sheriff's office, because we see so much.
Absolutely.
We know what's going on. We can let them know, hey, don't do this. Fentanyl, the dangers of fentanyl, and the dangers of child pornography. And again, we talked about dating violence. And really, here's what I teach them. We teach the young men how to be gentlemen.
That's what I'm talking about.
We teach them how to be a productive member of our society.
That's what I'm talking about.
And it's okay to hold a door. It's okay to say yes sir and no sir. It's okay to shake a hand and look a person in the eyes. It's okay to be amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
We got another call. Good morning.
Good morning, Sonshine.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chief.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine. How you doing? This is Nita. Welcome.
Hey, Nita.
I just want. Hey, Sunshine. Girl, what a feast you put on yesterday. I tell you, you always outdo yourself, and you truly live up to your name, and that's Sunshine.
Oh, thank you, Nita.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. But I wanted to thank Chip Simmons for, on behalf of the Gulf Coast veterans. I'm speaking from the veterans. He always support us on Veterans Day Parade and whatever the veterans put on. He always support us. And I just want to personally thank him for coming out and being a part of our events, the Stand Down, like I said, the Gulf Coast, the Veterans Parade. He and his guys, I mean, they walk that street like they own it. So, and they
own
step out
it.
with pride. They own the street, they do. But I just want to thank him and thank him for all that he do. He always show up with a smile on his face.
Always.
And eager to support us.
That's right.
And I just want to thank him. Even the neighborhood, we have a big support, huge support from the police department. Whenever we call, they show up. I came in from church one morning and my area was blocked off. I couldn't even get to my house. But we appreciate that. Because that's what we need.
Safety.
But thank you, Chip. Thanks again. And our chairperson, Joel Herring, and myself and the rest of the crew, and Vernon Watson, we thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nita.
You're welcome, dear. Y'all have a good day.
All righty. Everybody, you see,
bye-bye now.
bye-bye. And I say this, and I get this from my mother. She always said, rest her soul, give them the flowers. Let them be able to smell those flowers. And I see you getting so many flowers, and that speaks volumes. And she says something that I have never seen. Whenever I see you, there's a smile. I mean, I have never seen you without a smile.
Yeah, you know, you want to be positive.
Right.
You want to have a positive impact on an individual, and you know, I'm truly happy to be here.
Right.
I was happy to be there yesterday, and if you're happy, let's not. And I'm an optimist. You know, some people say, some of my friends will say, your optimism is you know, can be too much sometimes. And I understand that, because you can't just dwell on the bad things.
I agree.
You've got to look for, there's got to be something, some reason to move forward. There's got to be some hope.
I agree.
You know, and they joked with me a couple years ago, because I said sometimes hope can be a green uniform. You know, because in your worst day, you may be calling 911 and someone comes in and you may not be able to think you can survive this moment, no matter what it is. And then you have that green uniform walk in, that sheriff's car pull up, and that in my mind, that is hope. We give the people, you know, hope that they can survive this, and they can get better, and they can have a productive tomorrow.
Most certainly.
You know, and I think that's important. And I'm a smiler by nature.
There you go.
I am. I'm a happy person.
I was at this conference last week, and that was brought up about a smile. When you walk into a business, when you walk into the sheriff department, when you walk anywhere, if the first thing is greeted with you with a smile, that allows that person to feel more comfortable. They're going to come in and be more open with you, and that's the first level of trust right there when you get that smile. So if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. We'll be back with more right here on Sunshine's Corner.
Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
But with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Listen to your lungs. Learn more at savebythescan.org.
My name's Kelly McLeod. I'm the owner of Bella Magazine. Bella is a source of uplifting and inspiring content for the women of Pensacola.
I think the magazine is just so thoughtfully done. There's a lot of attention to detail. The stories are really good.
You've got seriousness, you've got fun, education, fashion. It just encompasses everything.
Women are multidimensional, and so is Bella.
From the efficiency of American natural gas and the dependability of nuclear power, to the strength of Florida's sunshine and the flexibility of advanced battery storage systems, We leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state, ensuring reliable, low-cost power for your home or business whenever you need it. FPL, working for you every single day.
Adventure, fun, and connections is all right here in your backyard with Pensacola Parks and Recreation. Bike the trails and feel the rush. Come to our senior programs for ages 50 and older. Learn new skills and make new friends. Tee up at Osceola Golf Course and paddle into nature with Bayview Outdoor Pursuits. Pensacola Parks and Recreation. Discover more, play more, live more.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quint Studer, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to this, I almost said Friday, to this Wednesday edition of Sunshine's Corner. I guess I feel that way because I know tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Most people are going to be off. Mm-hmm. They're going to have an extended weekend. So safety, and I see, especially when you're out driving, be careful. I mean, obey all laws on the street, because I see so many accidents. I read about a big truck just the other day. Did not yield right.
Nobody turned over. Yeah.
Yes.
I've seen it.
And I say that, but we got to be careful. I know that it's the hustle and bustle of time, but I say leave home a little bit early so you can get there when you're going safe. And be safe in what you're doing with this holiday season, so that as we approach and get through, that we'll be able to talk about this next year with a smile on our face that Chef Simmons always gives us, right? Yes. Well, you know, this is our last break. And some of the things, just to recap what we've talked about and to share the love. I want to say this for all the persons that called today. Thank you for always being honest. I believe in transparency, and to let people know what you appreciate. Sure, let me know what you don't like either. I'll work on that. I'm not saying it's going to change that, but I'll work on it. I believe in that's how you get to the next phase.
Well, I mean, it's Thanksgiving's tomorrow.
Exactly.
And to reiterate what you said that most people are off tomorrow. So I'll give credit where credit is due. Give thanks where thanks is due.
Exactly.
And that's to people that aren't off tomorrow. Mm-hmm. The sheriff's office employees that have to work throughout Thanksgiving so that we can have our Thanksgiving meal and so that we're protected. The firefighters, the paramedics that have to go out and help people. To our veterans, we do a Veterans Day parade, but our veterans aren't home with their families because why? They're protecting this country. They're making sure we can enjoy the life that we have.
Exactly.
In the greatest country that has ever existed. I can tell you that the Escambia County Sheriff's Office has never been more effective, more capable, more professional than we are today.
Absolutely.
And again, while we're eating tomorrow, I'm gonna pause my meal for a second, put my fork down for a second, and thank God that we still have people that are willing to do that job, and that we still have people that are willing to wear the uniform of our military forces and our police and firefighters. And just say thank you.
Absolutely.
Whether
Don't
it's a sign of thank
that.
you, but it's certainly a thank you, and it's a prayer, and it's a thanks that without all of that, we couldn't enjoy what we enjoyed.
I agree. We got another call. Want to say something to you before we leave? I see you got my phone burning up today. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chip Simmons and Miss Sonshine. How are you guys?
Wonderful.
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I just wanted to call and say thank you guys for having your morning broadcast. I especially want to thank you, Mr. Chip Simmons, and your deputies. You guys have been there for me in times of adversity and difficulty when I was faced in situations where I was being misunderstood or misinterpreted. I just can't say it enough. Thank you for being ethical and moral in a time when those things are in turmoil. You know, people don't know exactly where they're coming from or what side they're on. And for you to be a light in the darkness with your program and in the community is inspirational to me as a man. I drive up and down Pensacola Boulevard and someone graffitied on the construction area, God chose Chip and Chip chose God. Now, I don't support graffitiing on public property unless it's at Graffiti Bridge, but I just want you to know that I agree with that statement, and I support the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. I honestly pray for you guys every day because, like I said, you've done nothing except give me the benefit of the doubt as a man.
Wow.
And another shout out to Baptist Healthcare. I went through some terrible health situations where my life is on the line with a heart condition and a liver cirrhosis, and they've been able to help me and assist me. Another shout out to Hope and Health Clinic, the same thing, Olive Baptist Church, and the Holy Cross Episcopal Church. My name is James Robert Villela. My father was Robert Allen Villela. He poured concrete here for over 13 years.
Okay.
I just can't say enough. I love you guys. I love what you do. I love this community. I support all races and all faces. And go Gators, go Florida.
Thank you so much, sir.
I know you guys got to go, but I just want to say, God chose Chip and Chip chose God.
Come on now. Thank you so much, sir. You have a happy Thanksgiving, okay?
God bless you, Mr. Simmons and Miss Sunshine. You
All
guys
right.
take care. Psalm 91.
All right, oh, got you. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, God chose Chip. Come on now. We got 1 minute, Chip.
nothing.
I'm going to give you 30 seconds of that 1 minute.
Well, I tell you, I did see that when I'm driving north on 29. I saw that, and I'm thinking, is how many chips are there, right?
Only that's Chip.
And so I took ownership of it. It's got to be me, because Chip did choose God, and I think that in the position we're put in to do the right thing is very important, and I take that very serious. I take the fact that the people elected me to do a job. Every day I'm going to do that job. I'm going to continue to work, and again say thank you again to our deputies, to the firefighters, to our military, and thank you.
Thank you
for having me here.
Always. You'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got to go, but I want to leave it with you as I do every day. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember this. If you keep God first in whatever you do, I'll guarantee you're going to be a total success. Happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much. Know that I do love you with a perfect kind of love. Go out and tell somebody that you love them and you mean it. I'll see you later.
Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.